What's up guys, Matt here coming at you with my Chevy TF2. This is my absolute favorite 10 scale crawler at the moment. Just so much fun to go out and trail with this thing. And I have a ton of trailing footage that I'm gonna put in here. This is just gonna be more of a Wheelin and Chillin style video, all right? So lots of run time, but I thought let's break this down so you guys know what all mods I've made to this, take a quick look under the body, and then we're just gonna get to the running. All right, so let's take a quick look at the interior. This is something I'm not great at, but I made it my own. So I did some cloth on the seats there, got the driver. I really need to try to get him looking more forward. I'm gonna have to heat his neck up or something because I've got a little spacer behind his back and he's still just staring up into the sky. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I did a little bit of touch up with the chrome pin on the turn signal knob and all of that stuff, and then did a little bit of sort of leather type material on the dash. Looks better than the shiny plastic. I did that on the doors as well here. And I actually did some red felt like on the floorboard inside there. And it all just, in my opinion, from a distance when you're trailing it, it looks really good. And then I did a little bit of work on the engine bay. I haven't really did much on this yet, but I did get the sort of chrome pieces installed and definitely more to come inside there. I have a liner to put under the hood and stuff, but I'm just kind of working on that stuff slowly. When it comes to performance upgrades, I've kind of did the bare minimum. Just a few things that really completely changed the way this truck performed. One of them being the A&M Garage skid. As you can see on this truck that still has the stock skid, this thing hangs way down and just hooks on everything. So the A&M skid conversion is one of the best things that you can do. And then also the A&M anti-wrap bar for the rear axle, because under heavy throttle, this axle will just roll like crazy, and that keeps it from doing that. I have a video installing both of those. If you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to check that out. I'll link it in the description as well. Now, when you do this skid, you do need a longer rear drive shaft because you're doing away with the carrier bearing setup that's normally in here. So I'm running an incision shaft that I just had around. I picked up a set off of Amazon that also works really well. These right here, I'll link those in the description. They're much cheaper and they will work as well. Now I did do the Bilstein shocks just because they hold oil much better and they're just a better shock overall. These are 70 millimeter. I went with a very light oil. I think something like 20 weight oil in these, honestly, because the leaf springs are so stiff on this truck because it is still pretty new that I really didn't want much oil in there anyways. So kind of working on getting that broke in still, but the thing performed great as it sits. Now, servo, 10 scale, I always go with this ShiftRC Monster servo. It is unbelievably fast and strong and just works so well. So that's what I put in all of my 10 scale crawlers. And then the Fusion Se, again, it's dirt cheap and it's the smoothest system that you can get for a 10 scale crawler, period. That's just all there is to it. One more thing I did do to get a little more weight down low are these SSD knuckles. These are very, very nice. Got a lot of weight to them and really just helps keep that front end down. And then wheels and tires, I'm running the RC4WD drive wheels with the Super Swamper tires. And then in the tires, I have the Star Cut foams from A&M. I'll put them up on the screen here and link them in the description. But those seem to work really well. I didn't vent these because I wanted to be able to do water and not really get them waterlogged. So they do pretty good. They got a realistic squish look to them. They will fold on side hill pretty bad, but I'm not doing crazy lines with this. So I kind of like the realistic look of the squish that you get with these. So I'm pretty happy with those. Running the heavy hard body, I went just a little bit larger on the foam. I think these are like 98 millimeters that I put in here. So as they break down, they'll get a little softer. But I wanted to make sure with that all of the weight of the hard body, they weren't sitting flat all the time, just sitting here. So I think the balance on those worked out pretty well. The only other thing I did was I did do a little liner inside of the receiver box, the Traxxas, one of those Traxxas seals. I just glued it inside of here. It kind of fit this receiver box, glued it in there just to help keep water out. I'm not planning on submerging this completely, but if I want to go through water, I can. So that pretty much covers everything I've done to the truck. Let's get to the running. So all of the running footage here is actually down around the Gatlinburg area from when I was down there. I had a great time out with this truck, just driving this. This is the only 10 scale I took with me. And then I had the 24Ms and stuff that I took along as well. And honestly, I spent a lot of time with this truck just because I really enjoyed it. There was so many good trailing spots. You can see some of this stuff I just kind of started out easy and was cruising along a little walking trail, and then kind of found some tougher stuff later on as I went. There's just a lot of cool hill climbs and pretty simple stuff, but it was perfect for this truck.
It's either Bon or Mon. Bon dia or Mon dia. I think it's right.
Oh, dang it, I wish I had my transmission on.
Indeed. It's different when you know that kind of like the room. I forget and I have to say she's 20 kilos.
I know, I think I'll start trying
So running this thing down by the water and just cruising along was so relaxing. You know, sometimes when I go out with my more comp style crawlers, I'm trying to make these crazy impossible lines, and I get a little aggravated with myself if I don't make something that I think I should. And this is just a totally different driving style, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to shut up, let you guys enjoy the video, and hopefully you like just plain running, because I'm one of those people, I don't like the music thrown in. I just want to hear the truck and the trail, wheeling and chilling. So you guys let me know what you think, and I'll chime in later. So this next clip coming up was one of my favorite lines, and it's just kind of how the truck handled it. Watch the squish on the rear tire right there, and it just kind of folds over a little bit, but helps me work my way around that turn, and I just loved it, you know. And that's what I liked about the way these foams kind of handled the truck. Not being vented keeps them from just being a squishy mess, because they would be way too soft and you'd get way too much side roll with them vented. But being that I left them as they were, I think it handled pretty well, and overall just had a great time out with this truck. This is a little bit tough spot here is just a lot of nasty brush down underneath this log that I really wanted to get through here. But this truck, man, the Fusion in it, it's just perfect. It had plenty of power to do anything I wanted, and of course it was crazy smooth. So you guys let me know what you think about this truck, about the 10 scale running. Do you like this style video? I just had a lot of fun out running this, enjoying the area, and thought I would put it together as a video. A lot of times I film stuff like this and I never even release it. So I appreciate you guys sticking around. Go give the thumbs up to the video. It definitely helps out. And if you want to subscribe while you're there, that'd be awesome too. But let me know if you like this style video. I've got tons of running like this that I could easily throw up running videos. And I've got a lot of new stuff in hand, ready to be released soon, hopefully. So lots of stuff coming, and I appreciate you guys. Peace. Pretty, isn't it?
got in the habit.
Me neither.
If you can't make that, you got a good path over here if he makes his heel.